month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Seminoles ready to kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Iowa's offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Diaz. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Malton. There's a crease. Touchdown, Hawkeye! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Florida State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They think there's room to run to the right here. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On 1st down, it's Malton again. Finding some room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick completion to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. The give on the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Malton. Lowers those pads. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Run in the red zone. It's Phillips. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Here's Kamari Malton. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And, man, you gotta love the resilience of this defense, man. This has been a pretty long drive. Chewed up some yards. They stayed focused. They stayed hungry. Down here on the goal line, they bowed up their necks, man. Get the big 3rd down stop to force a 4th and goal.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. He's on the move. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! He got it back corner of the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Hey, he's got that bayou speed. Like I run bayou. You can call it whatever.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Trying to get away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Riles. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Safe completion on the screen. Inside the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Knowles! A great catch and run for 6. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Jones to throw. Punch it out of the air. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush, he is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got a little grass. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Jones wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. The snap sets up to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Phillips.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Making side adjustments here. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Riles. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Noles want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Working that left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown Seminoles! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the New Mexico Lobos. And it's the Sooners looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Jones wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pop, maybe a crease. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. And here comes the Iowa offense. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Break. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Diaz. Flying down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Hawkeye! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Got a man, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. Jones to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As we head to the fourth, these two standout wide receivers have been very productive, both scoring touchdowns as we head into the final period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Jones wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Creates a little space. Breaks the tackle. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finds a little space. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jones to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. It's complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Finds the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action. Got it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Noles will send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. On the run, and he'll slide. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play.
He's looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
So a drive there of 85 yards, just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
This has been a presentation